Okay, so we are on the topic of an individual by the name of Ronald Van Buren, who I call Dr. Kondoff's fixer. I don't know, maybe his manager for all of his rental properties. I know he lives on the premises. I know he's mentioned anytime there's any issues with women, he takes care of that. I know that a lot of people, including his son Stan, have been paid by Dr. Kondoff, because I do recall Mr. Kondoff writing checks and us going so that he could deliver them when I was at his house briefly. I've shared with you a threatening email that I get on October 14th, the day after the assault, in the middle of the night, like at 1 whatever a.m. And then clearly, he says, come through me and let's go and get this done. Even to know I was invoiced earlier that day that basically don't bother coming in. Like the work wasn't free. I was invoiced. Then, on November 18th, I shared an earlier email, the one that says where I saw your latest TikTok, you don't look good at all. Maybe it's because I know that you don't have any teeth, right? And so this person's involved in the continuous harassment. There's many others, but I'm going to stick with him. Fast forward, Kelly Croft comes forward recently. Now, Kelly also, they were doing the same thing with her. She had a lot of issues with, she showed me a video and pictures where apparently Dr. Kondoff would have broken into her home while she was away and stole cameras that she had set up. I know that she'll often complain that he would always play her against Ron Van Buren and a number of people. I know based on what she showed me, and like I said, I've got a file just in my case of like 20 different instances of, medical stuff that he was copying Ron Van Buren on. He was doing the same thing with Kelly Croft's stuff, and I have copies of those, and they've been sent to HIPAA. So huge HIPAA violations all over the place. But what's dangerous is even with his staff, he would copy everyone. So a lot of his emails, sometimes you'll take a look at the emails and you'll say, well, this doesn't really make sense. And he's doing a lot of flexing, but the lies are so outlandish. But what he's doing is it's to support a certain narrative, and then he copies his daughter on everything. He copies Ron Van Buren on everything. And at the time, he was copying Kelly, or if he had issues with Kelly, then he would copy Annalisa. So it was this game back and forth.